Well, current U.S. President Joe Biden has just 3 weeks left on the job. And ahead of his departure, he's pledged billions more in aid to Ukraine in its ongoing fight against Russian aggression. Now, the contribution is just the latest of many since early February of 2022 and comes against the backdrop of Moscow claiming a new territorial gain, capturing a small community in the eastern battle zone of Donetsk. CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick is in Washington with the details of today's new aid package for Kyiv.
This will be one of the last aid packages to Ukraine authorized under President Joe Biden, and it is worth billions of dollars. On the security side, he announced about $2.5 billion worth of assistance, sort of two prongs to that. One of them is a $1.25 billion drawdown on the U.S. military's own existing supplies that will be sent directly to the Ukrainian military. This is something that the U.S. has done dozens of times since the conflict began. And then $1.2 billion authorized through what's called the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. Now, Biden says these two moves will provide an immediate influx of military capabilities for Ukraine, as well as longer-term support as well. Specifically, this is going to mean more ammunition, more missiles, more clothing and personal equipment for Ukrainian soldiers, more communication training and equipment. So a range of support. Here's part of what President Biden said in his statement this morning announcing this funding. He says, "At my direction, the United States will continue to work relentlessly to strengthen Ukraine's position in this war over the remainder of my time in office," which, as you mentioned, Natasha, is ticking down, just days remaining in Joe Biden's presidency. He says he has directed his administration to continue surging as much assistance to Ukraine as quickly as possible to the battlefield. Now, this kind of financial assistance for Ukraine has been the subject of much debate here in Washington on Capitol Hill, and it's unclear really what President-elect Donald Trump is going to do once he takes office on January 20th. He has talked about how he intends to end the war within hours of taking office, if not before. It's unclear how. Also unclear if he has any reaction, Natasha, to this latest round of funding that will go out the door with just days left of Biden being in the White House.
And what's been the response today from Kyiv?
Well, we have seen some social media posts from Volodymyr Zelensky, and he is saying that this support from the U.S. is crucial to stabilizing the front lines, that it'll mean saved lives of Ukraine's soldiers, he's saying. He says the support comes at a critical moment as Russia intensifies its assaults. We do know Russia launched several attacks on Ukraine on Christmas Day just days ago. And here's more of what he's saying on social media. Zelensky writes, "Ukraine deeply appreciates the United States' steadfast support, especially as we approach the end of this challenging year. We extend our gratitude to President Biden, leaders and members of both parties in Congress, and all American people for their unwavering support of Ukraine." Zelensky went on to say that help from the U.S. has played a key role in helping Ukraine defend its sovereignty. So this latest funding, Natasha, adds to billions of dollars that the U.S. has already given to Ukraine, and Zelensky expressing his support and saying that he is working to ensure that other partners maintain their support at the necessary level as well.